क्या हो रहा है?
So, good evening, ma'am. Good evening to all. Our society, Kolkata Bidhannagar Society for Academic Advancement, just started the lecture series for BCom Semester 5 students. This lecture series totally on YouTube online live mode. In our lecture series, today Miss Arshi Ahmed ma'am take her discussion on the topic underwriting of shares and debentures in corporate accounting. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Screen present करना. Sir, I'm audible. Screen visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, is my screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am. Your screen is visible and you clearly audible.
Okay. So today I'm going to start a topic on firm underwriting or underwriting of shares. This is a very it comes in BCom. It comes for 10 marks, and it is a very short topic and easy. But on the other hand, it has a concept too. So first, I'm going to start with an example. Like there is a company X Limited issued 2 lakh shares of rupees 10 each at par. Rupees 10 each at par. Now, this X Limited is not so much of famous company like Tata, Birla, Tata, Birla. So, when Tata, Birla company, they don't have risk that their shares will be not issued by public. They are very confident that the shares will be issued by public. But this company, it's not confident that shares will be issued by public. So, this X Limited company, they issue people to give them guarantee that their shares will be issued by them, like A, B, and C. Now, this A, B, and C, they share an agreement with this company that these people are called underwriters. They are given the name as underwriters. Now, they are these people say that if these 2 lakh shares are not purchased by the public, then these underwriters A, B, and C give X Limited the guarantee that if no one will purchase these shares, then we are going to purchase these shares. Like A is telling that I will purchase 1 lakh shares, B, I will purchase 60,000, and C, 40,000. Now, the guarantee that they have given that they will take these shares, that they will purchase these shares, these shares are called, as they given the name, gross liability. Now, now there is uh, now they have 1,60,000 and 40,000. Now, its total comes 2 lakh shares. Now, if no one will purchase, not a single shares is been purchased by the public, then 1 lakh will A has given that if no one will take, then I will take 1 lakh. B will say I will take 60,000, and C is telling I will take 40,000. Now there's a marked. It is now there's one more word. It's called marked applications. Sorry, so marked applications. Now, what is marked applications? Marked applications are those applications that A, B, and C will A, B, and C will sold their shares to their friends, their relatives. These are called marked applications, and when this A is selling their shares to friend, now when the friend will take these shares, now they will be marked as that it has sold by A. Now they will be written a name, it will be a seal, and there will be a mark that this has been sold by A. So that is why it is called marked applications. So marked applications here, it is 30,000, 20,000, and 15,000. And there is one more word that is called unmarked applications. Unmarked applications are those applications that company directly purchase to the public by issuing prospectus, advertisements. Now the company doesn't give it, doesn't sell these shares to friends and relatives. They directly sell it to the unknown publics. And these marked applications that A, B, and C, they sell the shares, they sell it to the known ones, and these X Limited sell it to the unknown ones. So here, suppose your marked applications is 1 lakh. So the total here it comes is, this is 2 lakh 65 and this is 1 lakh. So total here your comes here is 35,000. This is your, not total, I will say this is your shortfall. Now this shortfall, this A, B, and C, now how will they from this 35,000, this shortfall, how much A will take, how much B will take, and how much C will take? Now this only, the thing is in this chapter that now we will study that how much this liability, all this A, B, and C, these underwriters will take. Now there is one more thing, that when they made an agreement between X Limited and these underwriters, this agreement is also this agreement is called underwriting agreement. This agreement name is underwriting agreement. Now here it has, this is a question. Now we will solve this question solution. So we have three underwriters, A, B, and C. So my gross liability is how much? My gross liability is for A. A told that I will take, A has given the guarantee that it will take 1 lakh shares, B 60,000, and C 40,000. Now from this gross liability, marked applications is 30, 20, and 15. So we have to less marked applications. We have to do less marked applications from this gross liability. Marked applications 30,000, 20,000, and this is 15,000. Now there is unmarked applications also. Now we are giving these benefits to these underwriters that they have given the guarantee that they will take the shares. They will purchase the shares. Sorry. Unmarked applications is 1 lakh. Now this benefit also we will give to A, B, and C. But how we will give this 1 lakh? We will give this, it will be to be distributed in the ratio of gross liability. This 1 lakh, that is unmarked applications, we will distribute this 1 lakh in the ratio of gross liability, that is 5 is to 3 is to 2. In this ratio, we will distribute this unmarked application, that is 1 lakh. So this will be 50,000. We are distributing it 30,000 and 20,000. 30,000 and 20,000. Now when we will calculate it, this net liability, This is called net liability will come. This one will come 20,000, 10,000 and 5,000. Now, this 35,000, there's a shortfall. Now here the shortfall has been covered. The 35,000, the which behind told its shortfall, it has been covered. 20,000, 10,000 and 5,000. When you will total this, this is coming to 35,000. So it is fully covered. 35,000 shortfall, it has been covered. So this is the net liability. Now there is one more thing, that is the A, B and C, these the underwriters. Now why the X Limited, now why A, B and C will give the guarantee to X Limited that yes, if no one will purchase the shares, then we will purchase it. Then I will purchase it, A, B and C. Because because X Limited will give a commission to underwriters. These underwriters A, B and C, X Limited will give the commission for purchasing their shares. It is called underwriting commission. Now, in commission, there is, as per law, the maximum commission which can be allowed is 5% on dividend bearing securities, and 2.5% on interest bearing securities. Now, this 5% is fixed on dividend bearing securities. Now, how will you understand that when you will give the exam? Then how will you understand why we will take 5% or we will take 2.5%? Because in dividend bearing securities means equity shares, preference shares. Now in these kind of thing, the risk is more. And in 2.5% interest bearing security, that is which you call debentures, you will get the dividend. So the risk is less. So that's why when the risk is more, the percentage is more, that is 5%. So here you can the commission, or I would say underwriting commission. Underwriting commission is, here underwriting commission, there is a formula of underwriting commission. Underwriting commission is equal to rate of commission into gross liability into issue price. So your underwriting commission will be, my gross liabilities for underwriter A is 1 lakh. So 1 lakh into, so for A you can, I will just show for one underwriter, 1 lakh, sorry, not rate of commission, gross liability is 1 lakh into issue price that I have given this question. Issue price here is of rupees 10 each. My issue price is 10. So 10 and into, since it has not given, the question is silent above the commission, we will take 5%. So when you will calculate, you will get 50,000 for A, 30,000 for B, and 20,000 for C. Here this question ends. The question will tell you are required to calculate the net liability. I have calculated the net liability, that is 20,000, 10,000 and 5,000. Okay. Now there is one more question. It is, there is a SAM Limited invited applications from public for 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupees 5 per share. The entire issue was underwritten by the underwriters A, B and C. A, B, C and D, 4 underwriters are there, to the extent of 30%, 30%, 20%, 20% respectively, with the provision of firm underwriting. There is a firm underwriting here, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, 1,000. Now, before starting this question, I would like to say that what is firm underwriting? Now, firm underwriting means that these like they are the underwriters A, B, and C. Now, suppose the gross liability of them are 1,40,000 and 60,000. Okay. Now, this A, B, and C have given the guarantee to the company that they will purchase the shares. Okay. Now, marked applications are suppose 50,000, 20,000. I'm just taking an assumption of these figures. Okay, to just make you understand that what is the firm underwriting. And unmarked applications, here are 3,000, 2,000, sorry, 2,000 and 5,000. So this A, B, and C are telling that we will sell this 50,000 and 20,000, 30,000 shares to my friends and relatives, and this unmarked application, these shares will be directly sold by company to public. Now this A, B, and C, they are telling that now we are wanting some shares to give it. Now these A, B, and C is giving telling to the company that some shares you can give it to, we will purchase some shares. Like A is telling that I want to purchase 5,000 shares, B is telling I want to purchase 3,000, and C is telling I want to purchase 2,000. Now, before selling this marked application, before selling this shares to their friends, relatives, or they they have written an agreement that these underwriters A, B, and C, they will purchase some shares. They have now these shares that they have they purchasing for themselves. Now these are called firm underwriting. These shares are called firm underwriting. They have settled an agreement with a company, suppose X Limited company. They have settled an agreement that they will purchase these shares for themselves. Now these shares are called firm underwriting. Okay, since I have made you understand that what is firm underwriting, uh, I solve this question. Here the firm underwriting, they are saying that it is 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, and 1,000. Now these firm underwritings are taken by A, B, C, and D for only for themselves. They will not sell it to anyone. Shares expectively. Respect. The underwriters were entitled to the mere maximum commission permitted by law. They are not saying any percentage or anything. So we will take 5% because by law it is permitted that only 5% commission has been taken. The company received applications for 70,000 shares from public, out of which applications for 1 lakh 90, 1 lakh, 2 lakh 10, and 8,000 shares were marked. These are marked applications in favor of A, B, C, and D. Respectively, now calculate the liability of each underwriter and also ascertain the commission payable. So, solution. Uh, First, before starting this solution, it is it is very helpful to make a working note. Now, working note, total shares issued. My total shares issued is 1 lakh. Here is written, no? SAM limited invited applications from public for 1 lakh equity shares. So my total shares issued is 1 lakh. Now from this 1 lakh, we are going to minus firm underwriting. Firm underwriting. My firm underwriting is 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, and 1,000. 3,000, 2,000, 3,000 plus 2,000 plus 1,000 plus 1,000. So it's come to my 7,000. Then less my marked applications are all these figures and all these shares are given in the question. Marked applications is also given. Marked applications here is my 19,000, 10,000, 21,000, 8,000. 19,000 plus 10,000 plus 21,000 plus 8,000. Total 58,000. 58,000 less unmarked applications. Now, in this question, unmarked applications is not given, but we have to take out the unmarked applications. Now, how will we take out the unmarked applications? Now, my unmarked applications is here. It is said that the underwriters, this line, the company received applications. The company received applications for 70,000 shares. From 1 lakh equity shares, the total share which has been issued by the company, which has been issued by the public is 1 lakh. Now, from this 1 lakh equity shares, the company has only received applications for 70,000 shares. So, in unmarked applications, 70,000 minus my marked applications is 58,000. So, my unmarked applications comes for 12,000. So my shortfall of these shares are 23,000. 23,000 shortfall. Now these 23,000, how much A will take, how much B will take, C and how much D will take. Now we have to compute this. Now for computing this, we will make a statement. Statement showing computation. Statement showing computation of net liability. Statement showing computation of net liability. Computation of net liability. Uh, this one I will do in this next page. Statement showing computation of net liability. We have 4 underwriters, A, B, C and D. A, B, C and D, and here is my total. Total, this column is very optional. You can make this column also, or you cannot. It is not compulsory to make it. But for making you understand, I have just made this column, this total. Okay. Sorry, my lines are a little bit crooked. Gross liability. First of all, gross liability. So my gross liability here in this question is not given, but here it is given that A, B, C and D to the extent of 30%, 30%, 20% and 20%. So this is 1 lakh. My total shares, my total invited applications from public was 1 lakh. So 1 lakh into 30%. So my gross liability for A is 30,000. So my gross liability for A is 30,000. B 30,000 because there was an extent of 30%. C 20,000 and D 20,000. So when you will total this 30,000, 30,000, 20 and 20, you will get 1 lakh total. So Now, less marked applications. Less marked applications. Marked applications is given in the question. 19,000, 10,000, 21,000, 8,000. The total it is 58,000. We are giving these benefits to these underwriters. Now we will give the benefit of firm underwriting also to the underwriters. Firm underwriting, less firm underwriting. Underwriting is 3,000. All these are given in this question. 2,000, 1,000 and 1,000. This is 7,000. Now less unmarked applications. Unmarked applications here in the working note, it was 12,000. Now these 12,000 we have to distribute to A, B and C, to A, B, C and D, means we have to give this benefit to A, B, C and D. Now these unmarked applications we are going to distribute in the ratio of gross liability. So you have to write like this, like to be distributed in the ratio of gross liability 3:2:2:2. Now this unmarked application, that is 12,000. So we are going to distribute, this will come when we will distribute it, 3,600, 3,600, 2,400 and 2,400. So the total is coming to 12,000. One more zero. Now when you will calculate this will come to 4,400, 14,400. This is coming in a surplus. This minus, this is a bracket, means it is coming to surplus 4,400 and 8,600. When you calculate this, you will get 23,000. What I have done in the working note, that is a shortfall of 23,000. That's it. The total when you're doing, see, 23,000 is coming. So this surplus means that this underwriter C, this C has sold some extra of A, B, and D also, have sold some extra shares to the known person of C. That's why it is coming in a surplus. Now this which is coming in a surplus, we have to distribute this benefit also to A, B, and D, because C has sold some of the parts, some extra parts of A, B, and D also. That's why we have to distribute this 4,400 which are coming into a surplus. We have to distribute to the underwriters A, B, and D. So less surplus shares of C to be will be distributed. Sorry, not to, will be distributed. Will be distributed among A, B, and D in the ratio of GL only, the ratio which have been taken out over here. Although A is 3, B 3, and D is 2. 3:3:2. In this ratio, we will distribute the surplus shares of D. So 4,400 we will distribute in this ratio. It will come for A 1,650, for B 1,650, for C will be nil, and for D it will come nil, or you can write 4,400, not in a bracket but here in a positive, and this will be 1,100. Okay. So when you will calculate this will come your net liability. Net liability is, when you will minus 4,400 minus 1,650, will come into 2,750. This will come 12,750. This will be nil. This will be 7,500. And here your total comes 23,000. That means from this 23,000 that was shortfall, A will take 2,750, B will take 12,750, C will take nothing, and D will take 7,500. Since in the question it has been told that we have to take out the underwriting commission also, so we will take out the underwriting commission. Underwriting commission, here it is. Underwriting commission. This question it is given. Of rupees 10 is at a premium of rupees 5 per share. My gross liability for A is 30,000. So 30,000 and my premium is rupees 5 and my issue price is 10. So 10 plus 5, we have got 15. So 30,000, my issue price will be 15. And since there is no percentage, it has given that as per law. So as per law, my underwriting commission percentage is 5%. So my underwriting commission for A is 22,500. That is come like 30,000 into 15 into 5%. 20,500 for A. For B also same 22,500 because my gross liability was same 30,000. For C will be 15,000 because my gross liability was 20, and for D also will be 15,000 because my gross liability was same. Here my this question ends. In the example which I did first was a simple question because there was no firm underwriting over here. There was no firm underwriting. It was a simple question. You just have to take out the net liability and underwriting commission. But in this question, it was a little different because the firm underwriting was there. And what is a firm underwriting? I have told, I have made you understand that what is firm underwriting. So this question will be solved like this. It is a very easy chapter. Okay. And now this next one is the next question, that is Normal Limited. 80,000 equity shares which were underwritten as follows: 48,000 equity shares, 20,000 equity shares, and 12,000. Now we will solve this also. First of all, working note. Working note, when you will do working note, you will take out the shortfall. At how much is shortfall? Total shares issued. Total shares issued is 80,000. Okay. Now, less my firm underwriting. When you will, my firm underwriting here is, the above mentioned underwriters made applications for firm underwriting as follows. When you will add them up, 6,400 plus 8,000 plus 2,400, you will get 16,800 total, less marked applications. Marked applications is, the marked applications were as follows: 8,000, 10,000, and 4,000. When you will add them up, you will get 22,000. Okay. Now, less unmarked applications. Unmarked applications is how much? There's no given, but here in the question it is given that the total application with the firm underwriting 2,400 equity shares, the next line. The total application excluding firm underwriting, we are not including, we are excluding firm underwriting, but including marked applications were 40,000 equity shares. So from total shares which has been issued 80,000, the company has only invited applications for 40,000 equity shares. So 40,000 equity shares minus my marked applications was 22,000. So my unmarked applications will come 18,000. So my shortfall is 23,200. Now this shortfall, how much A, B, and C will take, we will compute. I will go to next page. Same as the previous question, that how we have solved, we will write statement showing computation of net liability of underwriters. Statement showing computation of net liability of underwriters. In previous question, I made the column of total. Here, I'm not making it. Okay. I'm just doing the column of the three underwriters, A, B, and C. A, B, and C. And here it will be particulars. So my gross liability, in previous question, there was a percentage given that to the extent of 30%, 20%. But in this question, my gross liability has been given, that is 48,000. In the first line only it has been given 48,000, 20,000, and 12,000. So when you will add them up, it will come to 80,000. That is total shares has been issued. Now we are doing firm underwriting. Firm underwriting. Less firm underwriting, 6,400, 8,000, and 2,400. We'll add them, it will come to 16,400. Less marked applications. Marked applications, 8,000, 10,000, 4,000. Less unmarked applications. Unmarked applications, here in this working note, it is 18,000. Now this 18,000, this benefit will be given to the underwriters to A, B, and C in the ratio of gross liability. So we will write to be distributed in the ratio of gross liability. The ratio will be 12:5:3. So here the unmarked applications, that is 18,000, right? Yeah, 18,000 we will distribute. So it will come 10,800. Here 4,500, and here it is 2,700. So when you will calculate it, it will come over here 22,800, 2,500. This 2,500 is coming in a surplus because B has sold some of the extra shares of A and C also. That's why it is coming in surplus. And C 2,900. So when you will total them up, your shortfall will come 23,200, which I have done in the working note. Now this net liability, since it is we have not taken out just the fully net those, so this net liability will be written as net liability, but in a bracket we will write under contract. Under contract. Here in the previous question I have not written, right? Yeah. This one, which is net liability, and this one net liability under contract. Under contract, this is. Now this surplus shares, this one will be distributed. Surplus shares of B will be distributed among A and D in the ratio A and D in the ratio 12:3. In the ratio 12:3, that is 2,000 for A. For B, there is nothing, so 2,500 in a positive, and this is 500. So when you will calculate this, it will come This will come 20,800. This will be nil, and this will come 2,400. When you will add 20,800 and 2,400, your shortfall has been covered. That is 23,200. That from 23,200, A will purchase. A has given the guarantee that it will purchase 20,800. C 2,400, and for B it is nil because B has sold some of the extra shares of A and C. So this 20,800 and 2,400, this will be called as my net liability. So we have computed as given in the question that compute the net liability. Okay, and here in this question it is not given that you will take out the commission, so it is not required to take out the commission. Okay, we will do as per the question is given. Now there's one more question. Just a second. Just a second. Okay. Yeah. Now this is a question of 2020, year 2020, general paper. Okay. The following underwriting took place for Pioneer Limited, with which invited applications for 10,000 share of rupees 10 each. These are my gross liabilities. Okay, 6,000, 2,500, and 1,500. In addition, there are firm underwriting. Firm underwriting is also there. 800, 300, 1,000. That is X, Y, and Z are telling that these shall we will take for them. They will take for itself. Now, total subscriptions. In the previous question, we did that excluding firm underwriting. Now, here it is written that the total subscriptions, including firm underwriting, was 7,100 shares. And the forms included the following marked forms: 1,000, 2,000, and 500. These are marked applications. Now, here you have required to compute the underwriter's liability in number of shares. A specific benefit of firm underwriters we have done, that the benefit of firm underwriting we will give to the individual underwriters. Now, there is only one thing that is here different from the previous question, that it is including firm underwriting. Now, when we will do the working note of it is, now the working note, total shares issued will be 10,000 less firm underwriting. Less firm underwriting, here it is 800 plus 300. I'm not doing this. When you will add 800 plus 300 plus 1,000, you will get 2,100. Less marked applications. Marked applications. Marked applications, here is 1,000, 2,000, and 500. That is 3,500. And then less unmarked application. Unmarked applications, as usual, it is not given in the question, so we will take out. So unmarked applications, here in this line you can see total subscription, that is a total subscription which is allowed, it is 7,100. From 10,000 shares that is issued, only 7,100 shares have been, the company have been invited applications. So 7,100 minus this marked applications is 3,500. Not till here only we did in the last and previous questions, since it was said that it is excluding firm underwriting. Now here it has been told that it is including firm underwriting. So how much was my firm underwriting when you were total them up? 2,100. So since it has told that it is including, so from unmarked applications we are minus 7,100. We are doing less 3,500. Now we will less the firm underwriting also, because it is including firm underwriting. So when you will minus, you will get 1,500. Now your shortfall will be 2,900. Now from this 2,900, how much your A, B and C will take? Now this question, I will do one thing over here. I will add up this one another line, that you are required to compute the underwriter's liability. This is all okay. One more I will do, that if the firm underwriting, if the firm underwriting, if the firm underwriting is treated, if the firm underwriting is treated as marked. If my firm underwriting has been treated as marked, then how we going to solve it? And this is one I'm writing, there's no space, so this Roman 2 I'm writing above, okay? And if my, sorry, not my, if the firm underwriting, if the firm underwriting, if the firm underwriting is treated, is treated as unmarked, is treated as unmarked, okay? So this one way, what we are doing is, if the firm underwriting is, first we are doing this, if the firm underwriting is treated as marked. So when the firm underwriting is treated as marked, we are going to do. Yeah. So yeah, the same thing as the statement showing. My underwriters are X, Y, and Z. Okay, my underwriters are X, Y, and Z. X, Y, and Z. This is Roman number 1 when the firm underwriting is treated as marked. So statement showing computation of net liability of underwriters, particulars, gross liability. Gross liability, my gross liability is given in the question, 6,000, 2,500 and 1,500. Less firm underwriting, 800, 300 and 1,000. Less marked applications. Marked applications is 7,000, 1,000, 2,000 and 500. 1,000, 2,000 and 500. Less unmarked applications. In the working note, I have taken out the unmarked applications. My unmarked applications was 1,500. Now this 1,500 we will distribute in the ratio, distributed in the ratio of GL, that is 12:5:3. I will distribute this 1,500. So here it will come 900. For Y it will come 375, and for Z it will come 225. Okay. So when you're going to calculate it, this will come over here 3,300. Here in a surplus it will come 175, and here also in a surplus it will come 225. So again these are surplus shares. So less surplus shares of Y and Z will be distributed among, not among, because there is no two underwriters, only one underwriter. We have to distribute to X, not in a ratio, nothing, because only one underwriter. We have to distribute this. So 3,300, and this is a surplus of 175 and 225. So this 175 we will give it to you, and this 225 to you. So here it will come. Here it is nil, or you can write over here 175 in a positive and 225 also in a positive. When you will 3,300, when you will do minus 175 and minus 225, you will get 2,900. Here it is nil. So here this is my net liability. I have computed the net liability. And if suppose in the question it is not given, that is what is your total liabilities, but you have to take out the total liabilities, then only one thing you have to do, that the firm underwriting which have been over here, 800, 300, 1,000, you just have to add there. In the above we are doing less. You have to add firm underwriting. Just add it. Okay. Just add firm underwriting 800, 300 and 1,000. Then you will add your 2,900 and plus 800, you will get 3,700. Here you will get 300 and here you will get 1,000. Now these here are your total liabilities. So this is a solution when your firm underwriting has been treated as marked. Okay. Now the Roman 2 was that when your firm underwriting is treated as unmarked. The question above is same. Okay. So Roman number 2, when firm underwriting has been treated as unmarked, then how you're going to solve this question? Okay. When the firm underwriting has been treated as marked, same procedure, as same. You have to make a table. Your underwriters, 3 underwriters, X, Y, and Z. You have to make 3 columns. Your X, Y, and Z. Okay. Same thing that you have to write is statement showing computation of net liability. That only we have to take out, of net liability of underwriters. That how much each underwriter will get. Okay. How much is the net liability of each underwriter? Now particulars and gross liability. So gross liability is given in the question. The same question we are doing. So the gross liability obviously will be the same. So 6,000, 2,500 and 1,500. Now here, that in the this solution, one second. Yeah. In this solution we did less firm underwriting. What the firm underwriting that was given in the question was 800, 300, 1,000. We did it over here like 800, 300, 1,000. Exactly what was given in the question, we wrote it. But here, when we are treating the firm underwriting as unmarked, we will not do as we did as when we treated as firm underwriting as marked. It's a little bit different. Okay. Less firm underwriting. When you are doing less firm underwriting, you will not give that what exactly was in the question at 800, 300, 1,000. When you're adding 800, 300, 1,000, you're getting the total is 2,000 100. Okay. Now this 2100, now this firm underwriting, we have to distribute. Okay. Distribute in the ratio of, that's same in the ratio of GL, that is 12 is to 5 is to 3. Only when we will do this, when you're treating your firm underwriting as unmarked. When you're treating your firm underwriting as marked, you're not going to do this, that you're not going to distribute the firm underwriting in the ratio of gross liability. Only when the firm underwriting has been treated as unmarked, then only we will distribute the firm underwriting in the ratio of gross liability. Otherwise, no. Okay, so distribute in the ratio of 12 is to 5 is to 3. My total firm underwriting was 2100. Okay, now this 2100 we will distribute in this ratio. So this will come as your 1260. Y will come your 5025, and this will come as 315. Now less marked applications. Marked applications was 1000, 2000, and 500. Less my unmarked applications, unmarked applications, same. Only the change was in the firm handwriting. Okay, unmarked application will be same: 900, 375, and 225. When you will calculate it, it will come to 2840. 400 is in a surplus, Y, and 460. Now this surplus shares of Y will be distributed among X and Z in the ratio 12 is to 3. Okay, in the ratio 12 is to 3. Now this 400 we are going to distribute to X and Z. That is, we are going to give the benefit to X and Z. Now this 400, when you will distribute in a 12 is to 3 ratio, you will get, here you will get 320. Again, this is coming as surplus. Not a surplus, sorry. You will minus this 320. This will be 400 in a positive, and this will be 80. So when you will calculate it, you will get this. Extend the lines. And when you will calculate this, you will get 2520. Here it is nil, and here it is 380. Now this you're coming net liability. Okay, this net liability. Now total liabilities, when you will take out, you just have to add the firm underwriting. Now here, please don't be get confused that over here we are doing a firm underwriting, we are adding up 800, 800. Now here, sorry. Now here, if you will add up this 1260 and this 525 and this 315, then your whole sum will be get wrong. This your total liabilities will get wrong. No, you have to add your firm underwriting what was given in the question. That is 800, okay, and 300 and 1000. You will not add this 1260, 525, and 315, because this was the because this we have taken out from this ratio, because we have treated the firm underwriting as unmarked. When you will take out the total liabilities, you will only add what was given in the question of firm underwriting. That is 800, 300, and 1000. Now your total liability will be over here. So this will be 3700. So this will be not 3700. Sorry. This will be 3320. Okay, this will be 300, and here this will be 1380. Here your comes total liability. And your question ends here of 2020 general. Okay, the same question we did it when the firm underwriting has been treated as marked and when your firm underwriting is treated as unmarked. Here it is. Okay. This is 2021 honors. 2021 honors. Okay. One note I can make you write. Uh, there is a note also. You can write note. These notes are very important. This note is benefits benefits of firm underwriting. Benefits of firm underwriting should be given. Benefits of firm underwriting should be given to underwriters. Should be given to underwriters individually. This we all know. Benefits of firm underwriting should be given to underwriters individually. Number two is benefits of firm underwriting. Benefits of firm underwriting should be distributed among all underwriters. Should be distributed among all underwriters. Should be distributed among all underwriters in the ratio of GL. Okay. Now this one is method one. Okay, and this one is method two. Now, if in the question, in the absence of information about method, what method to be followed, we should prefer first method. That benefits of firm underwriting should be given to underwriters individually. Okay, first method is preferable. And a proper note when you are doing when the firm underwriting, the question is absent that how you're going to treat your firm underwriting as marked or unmarked. You will treat your firm underwriter, you will treat the firm underwriters as marked. And after giving a solution to all this firm underwriting, you will just give a note below that a proper note should be given along with answer that the firm underwriting here in this question is treated as marked. So the whoever will examiner will understand that okay, here the firm underwriting is treated as marked. So the firm underwriting has not been distributed in the ratio of GL. Okay, so this note is okay. Okay, now 2022, okay, 2021, sorry, 2021 honors. A Limited has authorized capital of rupees 50 lakh divided into 10 lakh equity shares. 10 lakh equity shares of rupees 50 each. The company issued for subscription 50,000 shares at a premium of rupees 10 each. The entire issue was underwritten as follows. Three underwriters are there, X, Y, and Z. 30,000 shares. Okay. Then 15,000 and 5,000 shares are there. And the firm underwriting is 5,000, 2,000, and 1,000. Out of total issue, only 45,000 shares, including, here is also including firm underwriting, not excluding, were subscribed. The following were the marked. Marked applications were 50,600, 10,400, and 4,000 shares. Now here you have to calculate the liability in number of shares of each underwriter, considering firm application as marked. Here in this question, see it is given that you have to calculate the firm application as marked. So you not have to give a proper note below your solution that the firm underwriting has been treated as marked, because here in the question it is given, it is not silent. The question is telling you that you have to treat your firm underwriting as marked. Okay, but some questions the question remains silent. So in that condition, you can treat your firm underwriting as marked. Okay, so it's 2021 honors. So first of all, we're going to do working note. Working note. Total shares issued. Total shares issued is 50,000. Less all the sums are just same as we have done it previously. Right now, same. Firm underwriting, when you will add them all the firm underwriting, you will get 8,000. Okay, less marked applications. Marked applications are 30,000. We will add those. Then less Unmarked, unmarked as is not given in the question. We will take it out. Here in the question, it is telling that out of total issue, only 45,000 shares have been subscribed. So 45,000 minus my marked is 30,000. And since the question is telling that the firm underwriting is not excluding but is including, so you have to minus this firm underwriting also, 8,000. Unmarked application will come over here, 7,000. And your shortfall is here, this 5,000. Now this 5,000, how much X will take, Y will take, and Z will take, that only we have to calculate. The whole chapter is only about this, that how much each underwriter will get. Only you have to understand that what is firm underwriting, who are the underwriters, and all those. If your concept is clear, your each and every sum you will see it is as same as we have done it. Okay, so statement showing computation of net liability. The format is also same. Of all the sums, the format is same. Okay, liability of underwriters. Sorry, underwriters. Okay, here the firm underwriting has been treated as marked. So not a problem of distributing firm underwriting in the ratio of GL and all. As simple as that, we will do. Okay. Now, three underwriters X, Y, and Z. Okay. Particulars. Here we will write gross liability. Gross liability it is given in the question. 30,000, 15,000, and 5,000. Less firm underwriting. No distributing firm underwriting in the ratio of GL because here the firm underwriting has been treated as marked. So no distributing firm underwriting. What was in the question, that only we will write. 5,000, 2,000, and 1,000. Less marked applications. Marked applications was by 15,600. Okay. 10,400 and 4,000. Less unmarked applications. Unmarked applications we've taken out in the working note. It is unmarked applications is 7,000. Now 7,000 will be distributed in the ratio of GL. In the ratio of GL, that is 6:3:1. In this ratio, we will distribute 7,000. When you will distribute it, you will get 4,200, 2,100, and 700. So when you will calculate it, you will get 5,200, 500, and this will be in a surplus 700. Z has been sold some of the extra shares of X and Y also. That's why the Z shares are in surplus. Now, this surplus shares of Z will distribute to X and Y. Surplus shares of Z will be distributed among X and Y in the ratio X is 6 and Y 3. 6:3. Now the 700, when you will distribute in 6:3, you will get over here 467 and you will get over here 233. Here will be nothing, 700. Okay, so when you will minus, you will get 4,733 and here you will get 267. Here it is nil. This is your net liability. Okay. Now you will take out your total liabilities. Same. You will just add the firm underwriting. Just add firm underwriting. Add firm underwriting. That is 5,000, 2,000, and 1,000. So when you will add 4,733 plus 5,000, you will get 9,733. Here you will get 2,267, and here you will get 1,000. So this is your total liability. Total liability. Okay. So here my question ends. Here my question ends. Okay. So this was your 2021 honors paper. Okay. Of BCom. Okay. Now I think most of the sums I've done it, and every sum is just the same. But only you have to see that how the firm underwriting has been treated. It is marked or it is unmarked, and it is excluding or including. When your firm underwriting is not included, when your firm underwriting in the question is telling that it is excluding, then when you're doing unmarked applications, when you're calculating unmarked application, like what year we did. Okay, that question I'm like what year. Hmm, second. Like what year we did, your unmarked application, what we did, we didn't minus this firm underwriting, because in this question it was given that year the total application excluding firm underwriting, this was okay, excluding. That's why we are not we're not doing less here firm underwriting. Okay, but in other questions it is there that some of the questions, like over here 2020 honors, here it is said that this is a bracket including firm underwriting. So since my time, okay, I will just do a working note of this. Total shares issued, here it is how much, 20,000. Okay. Less firm underwriting. Less firm underwriting was to be A, B, and C. Firm underwriting is 2,000, 1,000, 1,000. So here you're going, firm underwriting is 4,000. Less marked applications. Less marked applications. 7,000, 2,800, and 3,200. When we will do total, you will get 13,000. And less unmarked applications. So unmarked applications here will be, here it is telling that shares applied were 18,000. 20,000 shares were issued, only subscribed 18,000. So 18,000 minus my marked applications was 13,000. Since in the bracket it has been said that the firm underwriting is including, so your firm underwriting 4,000, we will minus it, and here your unmarked applications will come around 1,000, and your shortfall, that how much that the A, your underwriters A, B, and C will take 2,000. How much they will take? Same, you have to do that statement showing. Statement showing. My lines are being crooked. Okay. So here is A, B, and C particulars. Sorry, total particulars. Gross liability. Gross liability 10,000, 6,000 and 4,000. 10,000, 6,000 and 4,000. In the question, it has been given 10,000, 6,000, 4,000. Here it is given 10,000, 6,000 and 4,000. The gross liability has been given. Now, less 2,800 and 3,200. Less unmarked applications. Unmarked applications. You have taken out the unmarked applications 1,000. You have to distribute in the ratio of GL, that is 5:3:2. When you will distribute it, you will get 500, 300, and here you will get 200. So when you calculate, you will get 500, here you will get 1900, and the C is coming surplus shares 400. Now this surplus shares will be distributed. Surplus shares of C will be distributed among A and B in the ratio. A and B in the ratio 5:3. In this ratio, you have to distribute this 400. That means you have to give the benefit to A and B. And when you will distribute it, it will come around 250, 150. And here this 400 will be the positive. Okay. I'm just continuing it. So when you will calculate this, I'm writing it over here. It will come 250. Here it will come 1,750, and here it is nil. And this is your net liability. I was forward. Just write in the bracket under contract. Okay. Your net liability has been computed. Now just one thing you have to do, add firm underwriting just to take out the total liability. Nothing else. Add firm underwriting. The firm underwriting was 2,000, 1,000 and 1,000. Just add this up. You will get 2,250, 2,750 and 1,000. Here is your total liability of each underwriter, and here is your net liability of each underwriter. Since the question has not been said that you have to take out the commission, so we're not going to take out the commission. This is the only saying that calculate the liability. See, it is not telling that you have to calculate the net liability. Since it is telling that you have to calculate the liability, that means the net liability also and the total liability also, both of them. So calculate the liability of the underwriters in number of shares. That's it. And we have solved this question of 2020 onwards. Here it is. The question has been solved. Yeah. And nothing else is there in this chapter. Only this thing only you have to see. And nothing much more there is in this chapter. Okay. Only one or two note I would like to share is that starting only from the beginning of the class I've said this, for giving guarantee to the company, underwriters underwriter gets underwriting commission. Okay, underwriting commission. They are getting this underwriting commission. That's why they are giving the guarantee that if no one will purchase the shares, then only the underwriters will purchase. If the company will not give anything to the underwriters will not give any guarantee to the company that they will purchase the shares. That's why only the underwriters give the guarantee, because company gives an underwriting commission to underwriters. Then only the underwriters gives the guarantee that if no public will purchase your shares, we will purchase it. Okay, there's a note number 1. There's a note number 2 also, that rate of commission. Okay, rate of commission rate of commission is taken as per agreement. Rate of commission as per taken as per agreement. As per agreement. Commission as per agreement between the company and the underwriters. And as I have told that the agreement that they made between the company and the underwriter, it is called an underwriting agreement. Okay, so the rate of commission as 5% that I have told in the beginning of the class only, and 2.5% for interest-bearing securities. Okay. The chapter is only about this. Whatever I have did today, I have did all. I have completed all the points. I have done it all. What is the firm underwriting? What are who are underwriters? And how you will treat when your underwriting is treated as marked? Then how will you do when your firm underwriting is treated as unmarked? Then if the firm underwriting is included, okay, including firm underwriting, then how the question will be solved? And if the firm underwriting is excluding, then how the question will be solved? Everything I have done it. So I have finished my I've finished my class today. Okay, so I hope everyone here has understood what I have taught. Has everyone understood what I have taught?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah. Any queries? Any doubts? Is there? Everything is clear.
Yes, ma'am. Everything is clear. Basically, our session is just live on YouTube, so
Okay.
that's why no one students are there in here in Google Meet
Okay.
platform. So students are basically follow the YouTube channels,
Hmm.
and if they faced any problem, they raise their questions in YouTube comment box, and then we solve the question of their our end. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
uh, hope your today's session is over. Yes,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
yes. So, thank you very much for your lucid explanations and nightful presentations. And our next, hello, am I audible?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for your support and your valuable time to our society. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम ठीक है